Okay, now let's take up the enzymes which are involved in the digestion of carbohydrate. So there are multiple enzymes like maltase, lactase, invertase, maltase, invertase, and lactase. Okay, I'll write it here. Carbohydrate, digesting enzyme. So we see that there are no single enzyme but multiple enzymes that are acting on different types of carbohydrates. Maltase, this acts on maltose and convert it into glucose. Maltase acts on maltose and convert it into glucose. See, this is also a maltose is also a simple sugar, at least simpler than starch, but glucose is the simplest form. Another is lactase. It acts on lactose and converts it into glucose and galactose. See, invertase, it acts on sucrose. Sucrose is obtained from sugarcane. Lactose again is present in milk, maltose in barley, and this sucrose is converted into glucose and fructose. So intestinal juice contains these carbohydrate digesting enzymes. Okay, this finally finishes the digestion of food in small intestine. So once again, I'll write the overall view of final digestion. So overall view of final digestion. See, all the carbohydrates have been converted into glucose, proteins into amino acids and fats into emulsified fats and finally into fatty acids and glycerol. These are the final products of digestion. Final products of digestion and are ready to be absorbed by the cells. Okay. Now, second question that is often asked in board exam regarding digestion is how small intestine is suited for absorption of food. You may write down the question. How small intestine is suited for absorption of food. So your answer should be in the following manner. See, the walls of a small intestine have microscopic finger-like projections called villi. I'll draw the diagram of villi. See, it looks like this. I'm drawing the diagram of single villus. Villi is plural and villus is singular. See, these finger-like projections, they are surrounded by single layer of epithelial cells. Okay. These villus or finger-like projections, they have blood capillaries running inside them. So the blood capillaries, first we'll draw like this. From here, the blood enters. So this is artery. And this artery breaks into capillaries. And capillaries join to form veins. See, blood enters through artery. This red portion is the blood that is coming into the artery. And you already know that diffusion takes place in capillaries and arteries break down to form capillaries. So here arteries are dividing and further dividing to form capillaries. So it is here that diffusion is taking place. And these blue one is veins. So diffusion process is taking place inside the villus, which is having large network of blood capillaries or large network of blood vessels. It also has lymph vessels, a single lymph duct that is going in. We'll talk about what is lymph in circulatory system. So this is another broader vein, not vein, it's a lymphatic duct. Okay. See, what is the use of this lymphatic duct? I'll let you know in a while. See, this black one is lymphatic duct. It is a way of showing that it is running behind, or a 3D form of figure can be shown like this in 2D projection. Okay. So the villus look like somewhat like this. It has blood capillaries. These are epithelial cells. These are blood capillaries. And this is lacteal. That is lymphatic duct. So the lymphatic duct that enters the villus is called lacteal. So our question is, how small intestine is suited for consumption of digested food. So the food that is digested will now enter into blood. The molecules are now so small that they can diffuse into bloodstream. So the molecules will diffuse into the bloodstream and they will become the part of our digestive system. So blood will flow. So these are arteries, artery, and this is vein. Okay, digested food enters our bloodstream, but fatty acid and glycerols are still very big molecules that cannot enter these small vessels or the capillary. So there is another duct or a lymphatic duct that is going lacteal. It is quite broad, at least broader than, the pores are broader than present in capillary. So the fatty acid and glycerol will enter into lacteals, will be absorbed in the lacteals and will become the part of lymphatic system. Finally, the lymph will also get mixed with blood, that will study in circulatory system. So this way the whole digested food is now absorbed in blood and lymph. So your answer should include that small intestine is lined by finger-like projections called villi, and these villi are richly supplied by blood capillaries and lymphatic duct called lacteal for the absorption of fatty acid and glycerol. So I'll write the answer for you. The lining of small intestine has numerous microscopic finger-like projections called villi. Villi. How these are helpful? Firstly, these finger-like projections increase the surface area. So this could be understood that this is the surface of the small intestine, and now this surface is not straight. It has these finger-like projections. So now the more the number of folds, the more is the surface area. So in this much space we can still increase the surface area by making this folded. So folding increase the surface area. So this is what happens in small intestine. So more the surface area, so more will be the absorption. So these villi increase the surface area for absorption. And they have network of capillaries or network of blood vessels for absorption of digested food. So this is the answer. You can also add villi have lacteals for absorption of fat. Sorry, not fat, fatty acids and glycerol for absorption of fatty acids and glycerols. See, fat was already a big molecule, and after breaking down it is converted into fatty acids and glycerol. They are still a big molecules to enter into the blood vessels or capillaries. So they will enter into the lymphatic duct. So this is the digestion process, absorption process is over. Now whatever is left, that is undigested food material, that needs to be removed from the body. So undigested food material will now be pushed into the large intestine. It is called large intestine, but it is smaller in length than small intestine. So now the food from small intestine enters large intestine. So let's see what happens in large intestine. See, large intestine also has villi. Large intestine also has villi for absorption of water and minerals from the undigested food. Undigested food. So that now a solid form is left behind, which is called feces. So the content becomes semi-solid called feces. Which is expelled by the process called defecation, which is expelled by the process called defecation, and it is expelled through anus. So this finishes the nutrition in human beings. Hope you understood the lecture well. Please like, share and subscribe and enable the notification icon. Thank you so much.